Craziest nature videos of the decade by Daily Dose of Internet.
These are the craziest nature videos from the past 10 years.
Cool, some rain. Nice!
Hold on.
Why do I feel like that's an Allstate commercial waiting to happen? I'm just waiting for the dude in the suit. Just like, I'm a stray lightning bolt. Your car got insurance.
Don't move.
Yeah, that's wild. Nice. Uh-oh. See, that was fine until the domino effect hit. And now you're having to worry about, oh dear God, like that, like, woo, that's the clincher.
This man went on a tour boat to visit the glaciers in Iceland when a piece of the glacier actually broke off and fell into the water.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Whoa.
Nope.
Wow.
Wow.
The wildest thing I've ever tried in my life.
You know, that kind of brings to mind how water is actually a destructive force in nature, while things like lava being above ground, right? Magma being below ground, effectively. Like, there's a little bit of, like, there's a little bit of nuance in when lava and magma are kind of interchanged as a term. But, you know, molten rock, right? Fire, even, right? Those are regarded as creative forces, right? So, yes, while we as humans look at a forest burning down and going, man, that kind of sucks, right? Destroyed the forest. You know, there's stuff that grows after because of the forest fire, right? Or when lava hits water, right? It's able to, you know, harden, and then it hardens into new land, right? Whereas water erodes, but we as humans need like water every day. It's just very interesting to think about in terms of a duality between humanity and nature. Nice.
Back in 2017, Greenland was hit with a tsunami.
Hey,
Wait a minute. Okay, I know what's going on now. Yeah, no. So those boats were supposed to be floating. That means the water receded to the point where you see it. Yeah, when the water recedes like that, you need to leave. Like, you need to have left 5 minutes ago. Oh, no. Yeah.
Back in 2020, this cruise ship was on its way to Ireland when it ran into some pretty heavy waves.
Whoa!
Back in 2016, these people were hiking in Argentina when they realized that they were in a really bad spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy.
It can just happen so fast. A rock slide like that can just happen so... Similar with avalanches too, right? Like, it can happen so quick.
Was loading up his car when he realized that he forgot his wallet.
Oh no.
Back in 2018, this
And nature took that personally. Good God.
massive mudslide in Switzerland was caught coming down a mountain.
Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, that's awful. Wow. Yeah. Well, what else do you do than just stand there? Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of Earth moving very, very quickly. That is, no, not a situation I want to be in.
In 2023, this driver in China was almost hit by these falling rocks.
Yeah, that can happen so quick. Like, you don't even see it coming. Thankfully, he did, right? Good God. That's just living in nature.
In 2014, this volcano exploded in Papua New Guinea and it created a huge shockwave.
Here we go.
I mean, it is an explosion. I mean, it is. It's an explosion. It's contents under pressure, right? Being forcibly exerted, right? Being forcibly ousted.
Where do we get the move?
Nice. On November 30th, 2018, a 7.0 earthquake hit Alaska.
I have to remember, isn't Alaska part of the Ring of Fire? I know Japan is on the Ring of Fire, right? All plate tectonics, geological stuff, right? I'm pretty sure parts of Alaska are on there too. I don't know if the Aleutian Islands are specifically. So this
volcano in Indonesia erupted and created some of the craziest volcano lightning you will ever see.
Nice. That's actually really cool. That's actually super cool. I love that. Very aesthetic. Very terrifying. Very aesthetic.
Nebraska had some...
The whole Pacific Seaboard, basically. Well, when you start getting down to, like, Cascadia and stuff, right? Cascadia off of, what is it, the coast of Oregon and Washington. You start getting down to the, San Andreas plate. It's not subduction. Subduction is going under. Convergence is pushing against each other. Oh God, what's the one where they go across each other? Like the one that's they move past each other, because that's what's in Cali. I don't think that counts as the Ring of Fire though. I'd have to double check a map though.
Pretty crazy tornadoes earlier this year. Back in
Sorry, wait. It's convergent is at each other. Divergent is away from each other. Subduction zones are one plate is going under another. I guess that's technically a convergent then, right? I don't remember. It's not transgression. That's not the word I'm looking for.
2019, a super rare event happened that allowed parts of Southern California to receive snow.
Nice. Always a good day when SoCal has snow. Except that, yeah.
And they also got to experience what snow and lightning is like.
Got my umbrella, but I know I'm gonna get wet. And look out, like, our street is starting to flood.
Nice.
Imagine seeing this on your way to work. This is what the morning commute looked like for people driving into Los Angeles back in December 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just SoCal. SoCal wildfires. They're a thing. Maybe it's a strike slip fault. I always forget the actual name of it. The entire board of the Pacific Plate. It could be. My map could be completely out of date. Because I remember Japan and the coast of Alaska was part of the Ring of Fire. It's never not on fire. Yeah, exactly.
Back in 2019, this giant landslide happened in China.
Rough.
About 12 months ago, a super intense tornado went past this guy's house in Illinois.
Dude, look at that beef. Look at that basketball. Look at that. It was a trooper. I just want to point out that homeboy literally just watched his basketball hoop fucking faceplant, and he just still has his garage open. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's something there.
This hailstorm in Texas was so intense that the hail started coming inside the home. He left something outside in the rain.
Hail is rough, dude, especially when it gets over a certain size. Like, that is actually a problem.
And had to go get it.
Okay.
About 7 months ago.
So the misfortune is that he is... Oh, that's actually really good. That's actually really good pause tramp. He is not the... He is, in the general area, he's not the tallest thing, but he is still the tallest thing in the immediate area around him. And lightning, what? Attracts to the highest thing in an area. That's why, like, if you have something in the middle of a field, something that's vertical in a field, it'll hit whatever is vertical in a field.
About 7 months ago, these people in China were dealing with some pretty crazy wind.
It windy. Homeboy knows what's up. He knows what's up. He's out here playing Wind Waker with the sail.
Another rock slide video that happened in China in 2023.
Wow.
Back in 2015, Los Angeles had a very rare tornado event.
I feel like LA is just hazardous to like human health, not just from like an actual like natural geological weather standpoint. I feel like Los Angeles, as someone who's lived in SoCal, it is just hazardous to humans. Nice. Very
About
lucky to hit
6
the
years
boat.
ago, these people recorded their escape from a wildfire in California.
Oh, I've seen this. I think I've seen this. Yeah. Yeah, it gets wild. As far if I remember correctly, you have to actually worry about your tires and stuff melting. Like, this is very, very spooky territory to dive into. I wouldn't do it. You couldn't pay me to do this. That being said, because, you know, what rises, right? CO2, smoke, right? All that rises. So, I mean, your AC, your fans got to be off. You got to have your inside your car, windows sealed, windows shut. Even then, some smoking stuff's still going to get into it, right? I mean, carbon monoxide poisoning. I think it's dioxide specifically, right? Carbon dioxide, because mono-di is... Oh, man, dude, I remember some science things. I am not a scientist by any means. Even then, the heat inside your car is also going to go up because, you know, you're in a, for all intents and purposes, sealed, quote-unquote, unit going through literal inferno, right? Wild.
This reporter in France got a little too close to this wave.
Whoa!
Back in 2018 in Hawaii, this car was parked in the worst spot possible.
Oh no! Can you just imagine seeing the time lapse like you're at work or something? Like you're just at work and you just see a time lapse of this like just molten monster just engulf your car. On the last one, like I mean that's the worry after that is, especially if that like riptides her right out, right? Because you know water come in, water go out. Like the worry is that like you know is that she gets hit. And then after it comes forward, it goes back. Like, my worry would be her just getting absolutely just, like, hauled out to sea. That's a huge, huge thing.
Back in 2018...
Yeah, the molten monster is wild.
In Hawaii, this car was parked in the worst spot possible.
I guarantee you insurance ain't gonna pay anything for that. I guarantee it. There's no way. Yeah, just... That's wild. That is actually unfortunate. Like, that's just like, how do you like rationalize
that? In May 2016, one of the biggest tornadoes in the history of Kansas was spotted.
That's good.
Nope, I wouldn't do it. No, you couldn't make me. I will watch it from a distance. I think I will appreciate it. No, I couldn't do this. I couldn't storm chase this. No way.
I know that icebergs are bigger underwater than above water, but this is kind of crazy.
Yeah. So when we say tip of the iceberg, look at that
In
blue
Pakistan
ice.
in 2018, these people got a little too close to this avalanche.
It took me a second to figure out how we were actually positioned. Guys, you are way too close to that. No, you can't run out of that. There's no way. You would have needed to be farther away to even stand a chance. No, like they're getting buried. To which then, you know, the whole like spit, what direction does it go? So you're not trying to dig yourself deeper. You have X amount of time before your oxygen runs out. Like getting buried is not a fate that I envy. Like, yeah, like that's one of those you kind of just look in your immediate vicinity and you brace. You are not getting out of that.
2020, this plane was struck by lightning when flying over Finland. This giant boulder came within inches of crushing this house.
You know what? At that point, I'm keeping the boulder. Okay, I'm keeping that boulder. Okay, that boulder said, "Hold up, I respect it. I'm gonna respect the boulder now."
Unfortunately, 2 other boulders managed to break free and destroy the other side of the house.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, you cannot
In
outrun an avalanche.
2019, this cruise ship near Norway encountered some heavy seas.
Get that on video.
It did hit someone's head. Norway, your ocean's okay over there? Your sea's okay?
It's officially over.
In 2021, these people were rock climbing in Japan when an earthquake happened.
Dude, you're holding on to a dream at that point. To be climbing any geological feature during an earthquake, like you can feel the earthquake, bro. Like you are like that. Dude, that's a clencher right there. Good God. You are holding on to just fragments of rock and a dream at that point. Good God.
This snowboarder in Nevada accidentally triggered a giant avalanche.
Oh no. Isn't this why we have avalanche guns? So that there's areas that are predisposed to avalanches. We just actually artificially cause avalanches, so that way this doesn't happen or it doesn't build up enough. I know avalanche guns exist. Like I know that like it's not necessarily used for hunting. I mean, you probably could, but like there's actual there's actual guns that their whole purpose is just trigger avalanche.
This video from 2015 shows some sailors about to take on a giant wave.
Massive.
That's God.
In 2021, these firefighters were driving through some pretty crazy wildfires in California.
I think I saw this clip. I think is this the one where they were trying to get through? But I think the one in front of them, I think one of them potentially got lost or kind of got stuck. Yeah, I remember hearing about this. Yeah, not a bueno
A
situation. Even for
6.7 magnitude earthquake interrupted this couple's wedding. This dad tried to save his trampoline from being blown away in the wind.
Chad, the dude, I love him.
He will get taken too.
Oh.
He's trying so
Oh
hard.
my gosh.
Bye. Nah,
This video from Guatemala is probably the only video in the world like this.
No way.
Whoa!
Miren, cabal, ahorita lo agarraste. Lo agarré, cabal.
What is...
This is called a crown flash.
I mean, I thought it was going to come and take away the shelter. That's wild.
Agarraste. Lo agarré, cabal.
This is called a crown flash and it was spotted in Florida back in 2020.
I hope it's getting it on the camera. I can't even see the screen. Holy...
What?
Whoa, look at that! The red one, you see that?
Sometimes during a snowstorm, you can actually get lightning.
Whoa!
I mean, is the atmosphere charged in the same? I assume it would be, right? Because what is snow but just frozen precipitation, right? I mean, I don't think lightning and thunder are common, but it wouldn't surprise me, right? I would assume. What is it? Is it ions being charged in the atmosphere? I could see that. I'd be very interested in an explanation on that.
In April 2022, this massive tornado hit Kansas.
Kansas. Wild, dude. Comes through and just sucks everything up Luigi's Mansion style.
This is what it's like to get struck by lightning when you're in the cockpit of a plane. In 2018, one of the biggest tornadoes in the history of Wyoming was recorded.
Good God, we're just getting bigger and bigger. Like, just world record after world record after world record. That's car for scale. Good God. Fuck that neighbor in particular.
Mira, mira. No, el que viene de abajo. No.
What?
In 2018, 4 waterspouts emerged on the coast of Thailand.
I don't think I've ever... I don't remember ever hearing about water. Are they just like tornadoes but in water? I don't think I've ever... I don't know what causes... I actually don't know what causes these. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I've never heard of these. That's amazing, actually.
A sinkhole in Illinois randomly opened up earlier this year.
Sinkholes are terrifying for that reason. Just whoops, everyone's in.
They were driving down a road in Sydney, Australia when this happened.
Nice.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh my god!
This guy was
You can't plan for that. Is he in a pool during an earthquake?
in a pool when an earthquake happened in Taiwan earlier this year.
You just kind of go with the flow at that point, right? Like, what do you do? Like, do you freak out? Do you, like, try to go underwater? I would argue no, right? Like, what do you do in that situation? I feel like it's not, like... I mean, the water's probably going to hit you in the face, but I feel that's probably one of these safer places to be, right? If the pool's built correctly, it's on solid ground. But then again, I mean, the ground itself kind of can liquefy in certain areas during an earthquake. Like, I guess you just kind of stay there, right? Water's the best spot, right? Like, I'm looking at that, I'm like, I think he's in more trouble if he tries to get out. Because what happens if he tries to get out, right? But the ground's shaking. I mean, the water around it, like, there's water around him on the floor, all around, right? Especially if it's not too deep, right? Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's just like a lap pool, so you could probably stand up in all portions of it, right? It's not a gradual incline down to the deep end of a pool, right? Like, he gets up, he'll probably slip or fall back in anyways. So, I mean, yeah, I think that might actually unironically be the best place to be. Yeah.
This house in Hawaii was devoured by lava back in 2018.
That's rough.
These houses in Montana got buried under some tumbleweeds.
Some tumbleweeds. just a few. Good God. Well, He like cartoon veered off to the left, like actual like black and white movie from the 50s. He's like whoop off to the left. And we're going that way now.
Oh my god.
I would have actually confused that with a gunshot. I would have not known the difference if I didn't see it. Oh my god. That was cool, actually.
Back in 2020.
Yeah, I would also take that as a sign to fucking leave. Okay, we're not continuing the hike.
2022, a huge meteor lit up the sky in Idaho.
I don't remember this. Then again, I don't actually ever get out. I wonder where this was. Maybe this was up north.
In 2020, a snowstorm in New York mixed with freezing rain, turning their homes into ice.
Wow, that's gonna chip paint if people try to take that off too. That's awful.
In June 2020, a massive landslide took place in Norway and went into the sea.
Well, bye. That's wild.
All the homes were empty, so luckily nobody was hurt.
It's wild to consider that just like that physical place was there, right? Yeah, just like, well, yep, nope, that's just gone.
Oh my god!
In 2022, Puerto Rico had flooding that was so severe that it destroyed this bridge.
I mean, if the water is even remotely close to getting to the top of the bridge, right? I mean, that's not a bridge that you want to be on, right? Like, that's... I mean, thankfully no one was on that. But, like, that's the reasoning. Like, just bye. Bridge is no longer here. Oh, what? Hey!
That is cold.
How do you plan for that?
In 2019, a glacier in Iceland fell into the water, creating a massive wave.
Oh no. Leave. So the people in front and center reacted. The people underneath my face over here, my right cheek, they're kind of just standing there. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be cold.
These tourists on a cruise ship suddenly experience some extreme static electricity. This is actually a pretty scary warning sign, as it means lightning could strike at any moment.
Yeah, it's almost like, I mean, like, what is it? Do the balloon thing to your hair, right? Static electricity, keyword electricity, right? Probably should get off deck.
In 2019 in Amsterdam, this tornado was created within seconds.
What the?
Wow, that just happened.
Tornado.
It literally just got Thanos snapped into existence.
Wyoming had some pretty strong winds that happened earlier this year in April 2024.
This is, I feel, a really big concern for truckers. Wind like this, especially if you're triple hauling, right? You got 3 trailers behind you. Good God, I can't imagine.
This giant tornado was seen moving through Canada.
Jesus.
That is the end of this video. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Damn nature, you scary is the way that I can sum up that video. Man, that was interesting. I don't know. I think that some people just don't like, and that's not like a jab at them, right? I think it's more or less people don't think about the cause and effect, right? Like people don't. Well, why is my hair standing on end? Okay, I don't know what this is. Probably should not be out on deck though, right? Could be something related to the sea. Could be something related to the weather. Could be something completely man-made, manufactured on the boat, right? Or seeing something fall, right? Seeing an iceberg, part of it, fall into the ocean. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. We should probably be a little ways away from that, because what happens? Let's look at water displacement, right? What happens if you have a cup of soup, right? And you drop like 5 ice cubes into it? Does the water level not rise? Just basic water displacement being applied to other things. Like, sure, I'm sure there's other principles. I'm sure there's exactly names and concepts for what I'm trying to explain in regards to, actual iceberg falling in. But like just applying basic concepts, like if you put more mass into something with volume, it's going to displace it to accommodate for the mass that is now in there, and thus the water level rises. Thus you get a wave like that coming out, and also that has to deal with force and where it's going to be directed, right? But I don't know. I think about things that I don't think a lot of other people do, and a lot of other people do actually think about this. And I love you people. Let me know what you thought was really cool about this. Down in the description down below, I have linked to this video as well as this original video. What is the coolest thing that you know about one of these situations or a situation you've been through? And I'll see you in the next one.